Hey y'all, so in this video, I'm just gonna be showing you when I did my first perm rod set. At this point, it's been like a month, so it's been a minute, but I just want to do more natural hairstyles and styling my natural hair this year. I'm trying to ditch the wigs because your girl is trying to grow her hair out nice, thick, and healthy, and this is what my hair looks like, super defined. So this is how I started off. This is my hair air dried after taking out some braids from the night before. I did want to have my hair nice and detangled, so I already had it separated in braids, and now I'm just going to take this section and wet it. So what I'm gonna do is wet the entire section. I'm going to moisturize the entire section. I'm going to detangle the entire section so that I'm not doing it piece by piece, so that it's a lot quicker, because it took me about 2 hours. I think it took me like 2 hours. I can't remember, but I just want to make sure the entire section is detangled and ready to go. And all I have to do is put the flexi rod or the perm rod in my hair. So here I'm separating the section and just making sure it's nice and detangled. And I believe at this point I didn't need a trim, and my hair was tripping, y'all. It was just snagging like crazy, but I just trimmed it like a week ago, and now my hair is just thriving. Okay, y'all, my hair is actually growing really fast. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it. So this is me just detangling the entire section, and then we're gonna move on to the perm rods. So now I'm gonna take the Lotta Body, and this is the mousse that I'm gonna use for the perm rods. So I'm taking this huge chunk of a section, putting on the mousse, and then I'm just going to take it piece by piece. I really didn't need to add more mousse, but you get the point. So in the back, I did do the yellow perm rods, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a method just yet. This is my first time doing it, so I was just kind of winging it, honestly. I know that people like twirl the rod in their hand and have all these techniques, but because I'm new to this and I'm not true to this, I'm just doing it just very basic. I'm wrapping my end around it, and then I'm tucking my hair, and then I'm able to wrap my hair around the end of my hair so my ends aren't loose. And that's just how I did it. But I do realize how doing it the other way, where you're like kind of twisting and rolling at the same time, you could get more of a less frizzy, more defined curl. So I'm definitely gonna try that out next time. When my hair gets a little bit longer, I'm gonna try this style again because I really did like it. It's just very time consuming, okay? And as far as maintenance goes, my hair just was getting frizzier and frizzier as the day went, because my hair was already kind of frizzy when I took the perm rods out, so that's kind of annoying. But in the back, like I said, I did use the yellow perm rods, and I'm just gonna keep doing that up the section until I get all the way to the top. So as you can see, I have about 12 or 13 rods in this one section. So that's pretty much what is gonna be on the other side in the back as well. And then obviously when I get to the front, like I said, I moved on to the gray perm rods. So there was no need to show you that entire section again. I'm just showing you the very last perm rod. And as you can see, it's pretty equal on both sides. And that's what I want, because I don't want it to be like bigger or fluffier on one side and then not as many curls on the other. So I wanted to make sure it was pretty even on both sides. So here I'm just doing the last perm rod, and then I'm gonna move on to the front. Okay, the front, my hair is a lot looser in the front of my hair, so it's not as much hair. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the density of my hair in the front is a lot looser and not as thick as the back. So that's why I was able to use the gray versus the yellow. I wanted to make sure that I had enough perm rods. First and foremost, you want to do this and make sure you have enough, because if you run out, sis, it is what it is, okay? And then you got to go get you some more, and I ordered these online. So yeah, these right here are going to be, I believe I used the yellow still on this section because I wanted it to be pretty uniform. And the top of my hair is a little bit longer than the sides, so that's why I went in with the gray at the top. So now I'm at the top. As you can see, I've switched over to the gray, and here in the front, I'm perm rodding them forward. And as you can see, you can kind of see like the frizz just already doing me dirty. And my hair wasn't that clean either, so I probably should have did this on clean, freshly washed hair, but whatever. I've learned from the first time doing it, and I know what to do next time around. But I'm perm rodding it forward because that's the direction I want the hair to go in. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until I get to the other side. Then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm pretty much gonna mirror this side with the other side. So I'm gonna do the yellow, and then I'm gonna go into the gray. So this is what my hair looks like when it's all done, and this is how I went to sleep. I just put on my scarf and slept on my back, and it actually wasn't that bad at all, or it wasn't as uncomfortable as I thought it was gonna be. So the next day I got dressed and I was actually going out of town, so I had to hurry up and take these out. So here I am just unraveling them, trying to be as gentle as possible, but like I said, I was in a rush. Okay, so I could have went a little bit slower. But this video is obviously sped up because there's no need to show it in real time because you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm just taking them out and just making sure that I'm not pulling or tugging too hard. I'm just twisting with the roller so that I'm not snagging on my hair, because I did pull out a couple of strands, okay, in some of these rollers. But I'm just gonna keep doing that, and then to separate them, I'm gonna be using oil, obviously, so that I don't create too much frizz as I'm taking them out. So here is all of the perm rods taken out, and it probably doesn't look like much. Honestly, it's just a bunch of chunky, clumpy curls. So this is the part where you want to be very intentional and decide how much or how little you want to separate the curls. So I don't want to start off separating them too much, because obviously as the days go, the hair is gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you start off like that, that just means less time with definition, if that makes sense. So I'm just taking them and kind of separating them into 2, maybe 3 pieces, maybe even 4, depending on how chunky the section is. And I'm not doing too much because I didn't want it to be super frizzy, because low key, it was already a little frizzy, and I'm kind of upset about that. But now I know next time I'm gonna do this on freshly washed hair, very clean hair, because I felt like my hair shaft was just a little clogged up, you know, the girls was dirty and I needed to wash my hair. So I'm definitely gonna be trying this again when my hair gets a little bit longer, and I'll do it on clean hair. So then I'm gonna take this edge control and I'm going to just kind of smooth my edges a little bit. You can't really see them, but I just wanna make sure that it doesn't look like undone in the front and my hair is like all put together in the back, you know, just sleek it down a little bit, just a tad, not too much. And then I'm going to play around with it with my pick just a little bit. Once again, I don't wanna do too much manipulation at this point because I don't want to disturb it too much. But I do want to add a little bit of length, a little bit of volume, because my hair is not long, it's not short. It is actually short, but it's not as short as it can look, if that makes sense. So this is just how I ended up leaving it. And as the days went on, it got a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. I will insert a video of my hair the next day. It's not too much of a difference, but you can kind of see that it's just gotten a little bit bigger. So as you can see here, in different lighting, you can kind of see the definition a lot better than you did in the previous clips. But as you can see, the curls are super defined and they were super cute. I'm definitely gonna be doing this hairstyle again. So let me know what you guys think of this style, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.